Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk About with Biff, Lucky, and Mr. Fun, the podcast where we will talk about everything. We will talk about anything. Quite frankly, we are going to talk about it all. Rockfish leading us in again with Chesapeake time. As I did last week and the week before, I will put their tour schedule on the YouTube channel. So take a look at that, and also on the podcast platforms. Speaking of which, I found out there's a bunch of different podcast platforms. I have loaded us up onto everything I possibly can.
That's why we have so many people listening, right?
Yeah, we must be on about a dozen podcast platforms. So that's
how are we doing in Indonesia these days?
It was Djibouti, I think. Wasn't it Djibouti? We were big in Djibouti.
Well, today is Happy Indonesia, like Indonesian Independence Day. I bet you, I think millions of their citizens are probably listening to us to celebrate their independence.
So Indonesia, that's Singapore is located within, or they're Malaysia. What's Indonesia, Mr. Fun? You're a geography
What do you mean, what is it?
No, meaning what's the biggest city in Jakarta? Is that Indonesia?
Yeah, probably Jakarta, the capital.
Yeah, right.
I just know when I dance, I like to shake my Djibouti.
Okay, yes, thank you. That was going back to the other one. So wonderful. So as you can see, Mr. Fun's shoulder and a bit of his right eye has been showing again as we protect him from all things around the world who are looking for Mr. Fun at this point in time. So we will
witness protection.
Witness protection. So that's where we are. So drink of the week. Mr. Fun has Scotty's. He's drinking, as you can see the bottle there. I am drinking Scotty's. I actually put mine with. I like cocktail onions. I think if you put it in a martini, it's called a Gibson or something like that. So I have cocktail onions and the juice of the cocktail onions, which I enjoy.
That's a good drink.
I am. So I started drinking today early, as my slurring voice may tell you. Yeah. I did a transfusion, and then I did ready. I hate to admit this. I did a Tito's and Club because they didn't have Scotty's where I was at. Then I came home and I've done 2 orange Gatorades and Scotty's.
Okay.
So I'm trying to. I didn't mean to cheat on Scotty today.
You are hydrating with your Scotties, which is good.
Wait, Biff, speaking of cheating on Scotties, what's going on in his life?
So he's got. Well, that might be the worst segue ever. To
Scotties
and Lady Friend Jen. Lady Friend Jen, they're getting married on Friday in Las Vegas at a chapel, Graceland Chapel, and they're dressing up as Elvis.
They're dressing up? I thought there was going to be people there dressed up.
Well, it says 2 Elvises. I assume that was them.
No, you big goof. They're going to have guests who are the...
Oh, really?
You think Jen's going to dress as Elvis? That would be weird.
I'm just going to read you what it says. It says, if you want to see 2 Elvises, seal the deal for us.
Oh, wow. No.
You don't think that's them?
Straighten us out here, Lucky.
I don't think they're dressing up as Elvises.
Okay. All right. Well, it says 2 Elvises. that would be Elvi, I believe.
That's good.
Not the one that dated my mom, because again, Elvis died many, many years ago at this point in time. But anyways,
making love to your mother, right? Isn't that what happened?
Stop. Okay. Anyways, it's the Graceland Wedding Chapel, and it will be live streamed on Facebook sometime around 8:30. They didn't clear Eastern Standard Time. On Friday,
5:30 in the afternoon.
Yep. So we will have to look out for that. We are excited about the big nuptials that are coming up. I'm very happy for them both. So I'm going to raise a glass now to Scotty and Jen for that, and congratulations on that. It's a great couple, and they are a great team together. So with that, JK did not actually send his whereabouts this week, so he is a mystery. I'm sure he's somewhere in the Western U.S., so we will
Where in the hell is JK?
Where in the hell is JK? We will get an update, I know, based on that comment right there. He will send us a note in the morning as to where he is this week, but I'm sure it's somewhere between Utah, California, and points out west. So we are yet again going to do Get Lucky, which I will say. So I told Mr. Fun can introduce what the segment is. I told the jokes last week. I had a lot of people tell me that they heard the jokes. They liked the jokes. So I was pleased by that. I was actually at a place on Friday night where they played it out live for everybody and a few laughs. So I was proud of that fact. That
I told everybody to pump up your confidence.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. So
I admire the fact that you have asked to go back to back on 1 minute of telling original jokes for Get Lucky, our newest segment, which people
Right.
seem to be liking again. Sort of a what do you call it, Biff? What do you homage? An homage to what's it called again?
Kill
Kill
Tony.
Tony.
Kill
How
Tony.
much-
Sorry,
How much have you drunk?
I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. I really am. So this is Biff with his second after winning a big bottle of Scotty's last week. He's gained some courage in the joke telling category. He's back for his second week.
So, and again, if I don't do well, I have this little Scotty's here as
Yes.
opposed to the big one that Lucky is holding up and Mr. Fun has in front of him. So
Yes.
I have we decided this pretty late in the day today. So I have written these jokes in the span of one afternoon. So I am not professing to be the best jokes ever, but I am going to give it the old college try. Okay, there you go. Ready? What happened after the comedian stopped writing dirty jokes? He's now washed up. I heard that Mr. Peanut wants to take a space flight. He wants to be an astronaut. What do you say to a mime that is crocheting? Not much. How do you respond to the highest ranked person on a ship that uses Chat GPT? AI, Captain. I don't know what upset my wife more, that I didn't pay close attention to what she told me, or when she came home and instead of finding new sheets on our bed, she found several female sheep laying there. In my defense, I told her, I really did think I heard you. Get it? You?
Yes.
April B, superfan, told me about a chicken farmer in southern Delaware whose wife came home and found him bound and gagged. She suspects foul play. Mr. Fun's doctor told him that he needed to stop masturbating or he was going to go blind. He was surprised that his doctor wouldn't be seeing him anymore. Did you hear about the guy that passed out at the sperm bank? They're just waiting for him to come to.
Roof. Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Any line of jokes that has Mr. Fun and masturbating, that's a core joke.
Yeah.
It definitely gets points with me.
Okay,
so
good.
That's a good one.
All right.
That's the equivalent of why did the chicken cross the road?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So for us, the not much is very good. The AI captain, very good.
Oh, the AI was the most clever.
Yeah,
okay.
The AI captain was the most clever.
Okay.
It's amazing. First of all, the courage you show to get up here week after week. And in my mind, you can't see me because again, I'm only the right shoulder. I had a little bit of smirk on my face throughout all the jokes. Not that they were all funny, but I just was enjoying the fact that you were telling jokes. So I'm another big bottle. What do you think, Locke?
Oh, 100%.
All right. 100%.
I'm just look, Mr. Fun. If one of my jokes ever makes it into your future stand-up, that will be one of the highlights of my joke writing career. So that
would be incredible.
If I can clear some time from my schedule, I will attempt to write some jokes at some point and take the mic. I just didn't have the cycles to pull it off.
No, it works out. I'm glad I could fill in, Lucky, to buy you one more week of joke writing. So, anyways, well, I'm happy to do it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed some of them. I hope other people do as well. They will be, as I did last week, they'll be on YouTube. They'll be on some of the YouTube shorts. We'll have some of those out there. So please pay attention to that and to other jokes that may make it.
I'm afraid if I don't tell a joke of the day, I might get a little rusty. Do you mind if I do one?
You can, by all means, tell a joke.
All right. And this is coming from a guy who has been known to be a little bit overweight. So take it for what it's worth. How do you turn a fox into an elephant? You marry her.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Sorry, and I don't mean any disrespect to any of the lovely wives out there.
We'll get a few thousand clicks this week on our shorts on that one, probably.
Yeah, that's very good. Very good. So, Lucky, what is going on in the world this week?
Well, a couple things. First off, before I get into the things I picked up, you saw the Kiss is one of the musical artsy inducted into the Kennedy Center Hall of Fame. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Wait, who? Kiss the band?
Kiss the band. The makeup guys.
Right.
And so I had dinner with Lyndon tonight. Lyndon Johnson, who has been on our podcast before, was a huge Kiss fan. We were talking about Kiss tonight, but Kiss is sort of, with their makeup and their, hiding their identities. Mr. Fun is like the equivalent.
I'm Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
Just call me, or Gene Simmons. I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
So you're that comes by. The other thing is JK is, we always say, hey, where the world is JK? We're talking about all these crazy places. It's time to give him some talk about cards. And he's going around to whatever he's going, truck stops or whatever. I think
Yes.
truck stops. He needs to leave a stack of them in the men's room or wherever he hangs out, wherever truckers hang out. What do you think?
It's a good idea. We are, by the way, we are making new more and more fans. I mentioned April B in the joke. April B has become a super fan. I saw her, lives between, I think, in Montgomery County, and also spends a lot of time here at the beach. So she loves it. She listens to it on her drives or on her walks and jogs. So anything she does, and there's a lot in that camp. So I'm really excited about the number of people that are starting to listen to us.
Is she captivated by your radio voice? Is that what attracts her most to the?
It could be, Mr.
Yes.
Fun. I have heard that more than once, that I have the face for radio. I have the voice for radio.
You have a face for TV and a voice for radio. You really do. You really do.
Oh, stop.
I've been drinking.
And a body for what, Mr. Fun?
A body for squeezing into small places, like skinny places.
Jeans. And a body for skinny jeans.
Yeah, a body for white skinny jeans.
Okay, here's a couple of things I picked up this week. So, it's the heat of the baseball season, right? I mean, a lot of focus on baseball, though golf has got a lot of eyes on it these days with the end of the golf season. But Milwaukee Brewers, who were in first place this year, this year, they're doing very well. And again, one of the low salary teams or whatever. But they have such a really cool tradition in Milwaukee. There's a restaurant called George Webb Restaurants. And starting all the way back in the 1940s is when this tradition started. And the tradition has evolved a little bit, but the way it works now is if the Brewers win 12 consecutive games, they give a coupon away for a free cheeseburger hamburger in their restaurant. And so the Brewers won 12 this past week, and they have 23 locations. And so they're giving away all these vouchers for burgers, and they're a ton of them. But like they've given away like at different this has happened 3 times in the history of the restaurant, and in different, like when Milwaukee had a minor league team, they had the same tradition or whatever. But they give away like 100,000 plus vouchers, and like 90,000 free burgers have been consumed. Is basically
but it's just for those that attend games?
No, anybody. So like games are only attended by, call it 35, 40,000. They give these vouchers out.
Okay.
At different parts of the places in the city. Like they give them out at the airport, they give them out at their own restaurants, I'm sure. But in 2018 is the last time this happened. And they gave away 100,000 redeemable vouchers, and 90,000 free burgers were consumed. So,
wow.
and which is crazy. And then in 1987, they gave away 170,000 burgers. I was trying to think, where is there a better like giveaway / tradition than this one? This one is pretty freaking good.
Well, they always do it in games, like if they score 100 points, you get a free something or other, like in a basketball game. That's one. This one's probably the most, and that's usually done by the sponsoring entity, whatever the restaurant is, right? They do that. You're saying this is done by the concessions at the ballpark?
No,
right?
No. This is a restaurant. It's a restaurant.
So forgive me. I didn't get that. Forgive me. But that's let's call it cost on a burger got to be around $10. So they're giving away $1 million worth of burgers, right? Which is pretty good. That's a pretty good ticket. Now, what's we're talking about it. So obviously there's publicity that comes with it, and that's their marketing budget. So good for them. I can't think of another one.
I heard that Bibi Netanyahu makes beer for everyone who visits Israel for the first time. Yeah, Hebrews.
Okay. That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Hebrews.
Just came to me.
Yeah, that natural talent coming out. What takes Biff a day to do, you can just bang out in a split second.
Oh, thanks. Oh, that's a shot. I mean, really, that's a shot. He tells a joke I had to ban last week, and now he comes back with a.
What was it again? Maybe I can tell it.
No.
Go near it.
We're not even gonna. We're gonna get rid of it.
All right.
Good.
The other, so this week I went, when my daughter went to the dentist, I actually went the week before. And I talked about this before, but when did the dentists get into the upsell motion? I don't know, like if you guys, it's like you can't go in there and get a regular cleaning without having something catastrophic in your mouth that needs multiple, visits. You got to take a second mortgage out to pay for it. Do you guys have that? Like, do you?
Well, they started to do the big one was they started to do Invisalign, right?
Yeah.
And that became a huge upsell because it wasn't orthodontia at that point. It was dentists doing it. I have my feeling in general about dentists and dental insurance that it's, to your point, Lucky, it's in some respects a racket. It is.
Yeah.
They're constantly selling you something.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I candidly, now that I've retired, I don't have dental insurance, and I'm not sure it's the worst thing in the world. I'm
Yeah.
knock on wood. I think I'm going to shop cleanings, right? Whatever you can go around, because you're paying dental insurance, you pay whatever it is, and then they maybe pay 50 cents on the dollar in a lot of procedures, right? It's a pain in the butt.
Wow.
And so, but I think you're right though. What else have they been upselling you, Lucky?
Just everything. It's the gums, like gum challenges. I think I talked about this last year. I had like a gum transplant. My wife, my kids now, my beautiful daughter has perfect teeth, and now she needs something, after having braces twice. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just don't know what's going on with the dental industry. I mean, again, we hear about the challenges in the medical industry, but it's like upsell mania. And I'm just trying to figure out if it's just my dentist or is it others?
But I think it's indicative of the issue in general, whether it's dentists and I got glasses, I've got new glasses coming in. It's the same thing. They're upselling you on, once you have vision insurance, they want to sell you things more, right? And then they can bang it against the insurance company. And I think the dentists probably do the same thing. There's certain things that they can claim against insurance that maybe didn't used to be claimed that way. And I read this stat the other day, or maybe a month ago, talking about people in the U.S. Maybe in 1970, 50% of the population wore glasses. It's now like 85% now. Some of that is because of computers, but I got to imagine some of it's because of vision insurance.
Yeah.
It's easier to get glasses produced, right, and charge it against somebody else. So I think there's a lot of truth to what you're talking about.
So I saw the stat also. How often do you change your toothbrush? Biff, how often do you
my suspicion is I'd like to say annually. I don't know that.
Annually?
Once a year?
I don't know. Maybe I do. I don't know.
Do you use electronic or do you use a manual?
No, I use a manual.
What about you, Mr. Fine?
Once a month.
You change your toothbrush once a month?
What do they tell you to do, Luck? So
I have an electronic toothbrush, and I change mine probably every couple months, the head. But 12% of people change it a year or longer. So use one a year plus.
Okay.
Which I cannot imagine using the same toothbrush for that long period of time.
So I'll tell you, I may have alluded to the fact I belong to a country club and they have free toothbrushes, and I just take like 6 every time I go.
When
Mr. Fun sees something free, he's definitely taking advantage of it.
Exactly.
So I just don't, I don't, my toothbrush is clean. How do you know
it's clean? It's just sitting there. It's like hanging out with all the germs in your bathroom.
What you think it's any better that it's a 1 month turnaround on the germs versus a 12 month?
They should make toothbrush caps, like something you snap on top of it.
They do.
Well, that's
I don't have that.
Well, 53% of people change it every 3 to 4 months. So Biff, you might want to think about addressing.
He changes it like he changes his underwear, like annually. Not annually. Hey, my dentist just got an award. It was a little plaque.
Oh, okay.
No.
Very good.
Yeah. All right. Good.
In business news, this one's really interesting. So, America Online, which for those of us that are in the mid 50 plus, remember AOL coming on the Vogue. They basically announced that they're going to cancel their dial-up service in September, at the end of September.
Make the noise. Can you recall the noise?
You got nailed.
No. It was the beep, beep, that sound, right? When you did it. There were like, and I read with the number. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lucky. It's about 12,000 people still had dial-up. It's a low number that still had dial-up AOL. It was small. It was definitely a small number.
Well,
whatever
it said there was an estimate in 2023 done that said 300,000 people in the U.S. reported only having dial-up internet connection.
Yeah.
Versus 300 million who have broadband.
I sent a joke to AOL, but nobody got it.
Very good. So that they made the Steve Case, right, and the owner of the Wizards and Capitals very rich, right? They sold to AOL. They sold to Time Warner.
Yeah, which was one of the
worst business transactions ever, I would think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah. But so what do you think happens? And this is for our listeners out there, watchers. You're Lucky at AOL.com.
I have an answer. So I was confused. They did away with the dial-up, but you still have the email.
Yeah, you still have AOL.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they haven't done away with the email.
Is that a uncool?
Yeah, it says you're ancient.
Yeah,
it's ancient online, not America online.
You're definitely over 50.
Yes.
Definitely over 50.
That's right.
If you had I use Yahoo. What do you use, Biff?
I use Gmail.
Gmail, Mr. Fun.
I use Gmail, but I hardly ever use a personal email account. Isn't that weird? I got to start.
Well, I changed over, so I've used Outlook a lot, and that was mostly work. And Gmail now they've got you hooked in, right? Well, they've got you connected the web of everything with Google. So you buy your storage through Google, and you buy it, and they get you hooked for sure. Not that it costs a lot of money; it's only a couple dollars a month, I think, for me to have like a gigabyte of storage every month. But it's definitely there, and it's convenient. I will admit that.
Yeah. But do you remember AOL? Like you would go in the grocery store, they'd have all those discs, and you get like free 30 days. And then they had all these tricks to get you to move from like Prodigy over to AOL. Like they had all these. They were in the day. It was interesting to see their business.
I never had an AOL account. I will admit that I didn't because I had work stuff to Mr. Fun's point, so I never had to use them. So
yeah. Okay, so we've talked about I think last year we talked about the concept of quiet quitting. Okay, so and there's all these like we heard about the Great Resignation, right? That which is right around the right on the heels of the pandemic. People were leaving, resigning, and then people were working, but they were also trying to quit at the same time, not putting in performance. There's a new term. It's called quiet cracking. And it's basically describes the burnout and stagnation leading to disengagement and poor performance at work. So people aren't leaving now; they're staying, and they're just unhappy with their spot, but they can't go anywhere, and their company's not firing. So about 20% of the employees are experiencing this frequently, 34% occasionally. So there is a lot of discord in the offices these days.
Do you think that's different though? I understand that they're giving everything a term. You don't think that was true 10 years ago? That 20% of the people were unhappy and just not giving a shit?
Well, they're saying because of economic uncertainty, we do see people or see companies trying to do the same or more with less resources. There is a lot of companies are laying off people, so the fear of that, people aren't moving up. So throwing all of that together, I don't know. I just think it's. I think the fact that there is a name for it now is maybe showing that there's just more and more increase in discord at work. Right. And but I don't know. So quiet cracking for those of you who are experiencing these challenges in your workplace, you now have a name for your affliction. And so anyway.
I don't know. I think that, as I said, I think it's always existed to a certain extent, but it's, it gets branded, and that's fine. It's like, 10 years ago when Glassdoor came out, right? Glassdoor was where everybody would bitch about their company at some point. It's just these things that it's just it's not an outlet per se, but it is something that suggests that birds of a feather are unhappy and they're going to tell everybody about it.
Yeah.
It's fine. So
Yeah.
it's good.
All right. Well, yeah.
So
And
a couple things.
And I'm not quiet quitting or quiet cracking in my job as the third wheel in the of the podcast. I just want to let
You
know
are not
that.
the third wheel. Oh, really? You're going to call yourself the third wheel?
Well,
Is that
we're
you say?
we're a or a tricycle.
Yeah, that's right. You would be the stat would be you would be 33% would be cracking at that point as opposed to 20% because there's three of us. So just so we're clear on that. So
hey, similar story. I signed up for a convention that was it was called a tease and denial convention, and they told me I shouldn't come. I said
what?
They didn't want me to come. It was tease and denial. It's porn, Biff. It's a porn category.
Didn't you have a joke about like that, Biff?
I did. I thought that was a good line. Did you hear about the guy that passed out at the sperm bank? They're just waiting for him to come to.
Oh, got it.
That's a good joke.
All right, got it.
Pretty good joke. I wrote that. That was my last joke I wrote. So I saw something. ChatGPT had an update. They're like on version 5 now. And I guess version 4 allowed people to have virtual relationships. There's no other way to put that than they're having a relationship with a computer.
Right.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple months ago.
Right. But it's crazy.
You paid for a girl, didn't you, Luck? You signed up for it, didn't you?
No, I will though. When they get they come.
No, he wants a robot. He doesn't want a robot.
Oh yeah,
he wants a robot. At this point, we're talking about a one-dimensional computer screen that they're having a relationship with.
Right.
And there was more complaints about the update to ChatGPT 5 that they brought back, I guess, the algorithm to allow it to do the virtual relationships. Again, people are out of their mind that they're having relationships with their computer. I just don't get it.
You talk about, I mean, you hear so much about how people are interacting less. They have less friendships, those kinds of things. So they turn to someone that can guarantee them call it the response they're looking for. And you can see how people are falling into that trap of it. It's analogous to, you see all your friends on Facebook. You feel like you've, been in contact with them for so long. You haven't talked to them forever, but you can see their pictures online. You're just attached. It's a slippery slope here, I think, in terms of
you could equivocate it to your point. I mean, somebody that like Mr. Fun that watches a lot of porn. He's developed a relationship with the talent at that point. So I guess I can understand the point.
Hey, what do you guys call a alien with 3 balls? An extra testicle.
No,
drink some more Scotties, Mr.
Fun. Extra testicle.
Your jokes will come out smooth.
No, let's be honest. He's writing the jokes in real time, and this is he is doing that, which I applaud. You
got to know how I got there. I was like virtual relationship, aliens. Like
maybe like ChatGPT move back to version 4.0. Maybe we need to move back to Mr. Fun 4.0.
And then I got the
5.0 version.
How would you say that? An extra. What if you had 3 balls?
Extra testicular.
Testicular.
Extra testicular.
It's making him laugh so much. He couldn't even pronounce his own punchline.
Balls.
I know. You usually say balls.
Hey, Biff, can I ask you a provocative question you may have trouble answering?
Okay.
This is from, who's our new super fan?
April B.
April B. She reached out to me and she said, I want this question answered. She said, Biff, what would you rather, if you had to do one of these things, would you rather make out with another man in front of all your friends for 30 minutes or get a blowjob from a dude in the dark that no one would ever find out about? Which would you do?
Oh my gosh.
No. I don't have to answer. You answer. Like you answer it then. Just
April
pretend
B.
You go first.
Fascinated by this question. She is fascinated. Don't let her.
I am not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
Mr. Fun, which one would you pick?
I know you.
No one would ever find out.
For the second one, you'd go in the dark.
Look at him.
I frankly would probably have to pick that one too.
Wow. Look
If I
at you
had to
guys.
pick one, Biff, which one would you pick?
I don't.
You'd
I
have to
can't
pick
say
one.
that I
These are your wife and your daughters watching you
make out for 30 minutes. Is that what you
French
said?
kissing the whole
With
thing.
somebody like Mr. Fun, you'd have to French kiss Mr. Fun for 30 minutes.
Again, I'm the same guy that had a joke about it being with a Thai boy or something like that back about a month ago. So I'm not going down this path.
What do you think, Mr. Fun? Which one do you think he would pick?
I think he would make out with the dude.
All right. Hey, I'm going to change to a really. So
I don't want to be there. Don't invite me to that show.
I know.
Go
So
off
I'm
into the garden.
going to take this back to a more G-rated question. Go back to your college days or just out of college days.
Yeah.
What was the food, which is basically poor, you when you were at your poorest, food that you ate that you would still like to eat today?
Ramen noodle all day, every day.
Ramen noodle.
Yeah.
Lucky, what about you?
Ooh, that I would want to eat today. I mean, I ate a lot of McDonald's, the meals at that time, but I hate I'm not a big McDonald's fan now. Here's something that I really enjoyed was 7-Eleven nachos.
Oh, they were good. Yeah, you could pile. You could just. It was like
all you can eat cheese and chili.
Yeah, and the jalapenos, right?
Yeah, jalapenos. Yeah,
they were good. Mine would be Kraft mac and cheese, and you mix it with a can of tuna.
Ooh, what about Spam?
Yeah, I didn't have Spam. I didn't have Spam then. I like Spam.
Yeah,
I did not have it. So okay. So I also saw that there was a list of the most powerful names in the U.S. And 2 of the 5 members of this podcast names are on this list.
Mr. Fun.
You can tell.
We have the number 1 name was Robert, then Michael, then James, John, and Christopher are the 5 most powerful names. And interestingly, they pointed out that Robert, there's never been a president named Robert, although they have run. Robert F. Kennedy ran for president.
Wait, what was Robert Taft? No, what was that guy's name?
No,
William
Taft.
William Taft, yeah. Robert was his brother.
The other one is Michael. I don't think there's been a Michael as a president. And there's definitely not been a Christopher.
How do they evaluate powerful? Like, what do they?
I'm sure it's CEOs. I'm sure it's CEOs and business leaders is what I've got to imagine. Robert is Bob. There's quite a few Bobs out there. I'm sure, and Mikes, and think about Bloomberg. Things. There's a lot of those names. So I'm guessing that's what it is. But it's good to know that 2/3 of us are on the list.
Yeah.
One of us is not.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lucky. So anyway,
quiet power.
All right. So hey, Mr. Fun.
Yeah.
You have tried jokes out.
Right.
You have written jokes on this podcast, but now we need the risque joke.
What does elderly pussy taste like? Depends.
Ooh.
Jeez, oh my God.
You want another one? One that I made up from scratch?
Yes.
Let's see. I think it's very obvious when you see a few guys in the Navy jerking off at a long distance. Yeah, semen coming from a mile away. Semen coming from a mile away.
Okay. Got it. That's good. That is the as I've written, and 2 weeks in a row, a sperm bank joke.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the well that you can go back to, Mr. Fun.
Thank you.
So give me a few tips as I go off to this week. When you're writing jokes? Biff? This one's to you. Like, what is a couple rules?
Well, because I've listened to Mr. Fun a lot, and who's very creative. Is double entendres are good, right? So the same word that means 2 different things. I used you today.
It's so good.
Versus EWE, right?
Yeah.
So those words that have double meanings that you can go in and out. Last week I used bored, BOARD and BORED. So that's the first thing to do. The second one is to come up with the punchline subject first, and then work backwards.
Yeah.
And then you write the joke. That's what I enjoy doing. Is I come up with the subject and say, well, I'm going to work back and figure out if I can do it. Look, they're not all perfect, as Mr. Fun as can attest.
Thank you.
What are you trying to say?
No. I mean, he knows what it is. There's sometimes we laugh at his jokes, and sometimes they are not as they're more difficult. You didn't laugh at all of mine. That's fine.
I think of a word like, how do you say it? Cunnilingus? How do you say that word?
Cunnilingus?
Yeah, there's got to be a joke you could make around that. It's got to be.
Especially if you pronounce it cunnilingus, like
Cunnilingus.
Maybe it's somebody who likes oral sex but has a problem speaking. She's not
a cunning linguist.
She's that's it.
That's the joke. I know that's the joke. Yeah, that's the joke. So that's what you do, Luck. You just kind of come up with it. And you'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right. Let me get it's a lot of fun. It's fun to do. I do like doing it. I've said that before. So, Lucky, how do they? If others want to write us jokes or become the guest on Get Lucky, how do they get a hold of us?
Talk about 2023 at gmail.com.
Right.
So wait, I really want to think this through for a minute because I don't want it to just be white noise. The people listening to this podcast, if they've enjoyed it, if they have a comment for us, if they'd like to send us a joke, they should send us an email where?
To talk about 2023 at gmail.com, what I just said. And I would appreciate if somebody's got a couple good jokes, specifically making fun of Mr. Fun.
Yes.
Send me it and I'll include it in my my 1 minute act next week.
Sounds good.
So and they can also comment on YouTube, right, where we have a platform now and a channel. We have subscribers out there. The list is growing slowly but surely on subscribers on YouTube. So they can put comments in there as well.
I watch a lot of YouTube videos or whatever, and they say doesn't cost you any money, but it would really help me out to subscribe. Please subscribe. Right? Yep. So if you're watching us on YouTube, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Yeah,
and if I can figure out actually how to do the subscribe button, because there's one that pops up, I will try to do that. That is as I'm trying to learn all things on the computer. So we'll do that. So it's great. As I said earlier, we're on all the podcast platforms now. We literally are. I think we're on a dozen of them. I didn't know there were 12, but there are. So listen to us on the podcast. Please share it. Send if you find something funny, send it to your friends. Obviously, as we said, comment, like, subscribe, rate us. Always very, very helpful. As I said, drink more Scotty's vodka, our primary sponsor. Our secondary sponsor, because he does allow us to use the music, is Rockfish and the Rivermen. So listen to Rockfish and see them if you're in the northern neck of Virginia.
And if you see one of our cards in a truck stop in Montana, California, Wyoming, pick up the card, turn it over. On the back, you'll see all the places you can come and listen to us. And
if you do, as a further thing, we will send you, and probably illegally, a bottle of Scotty's vodka.
Wow.
We will do that. I will make that commitment.
Is that like a contest? Like if somebody...
Yeah. If anybody finds a business card and they can show us proof of the business card.
They got to be not in Maryland, though. Several states away.
Whatever. I don't really
And not a regular listener.
Well, that's the problem. Yes, not a regular. And we know who you are, regular listener. We know who
new listener.
We have all 10,000 of you names memorized. So
all right.
Yeah, no, good. Okay. Well, until we do it again next week, let me just say goodbye. We are outro mode right now. Okay.
All right. Wait, we're in right now?
Yeah. This is how we do it.
So, Biff, now that you've won 2 large bottles of Scotty's, would you have to drink those before you made out with the guy? Or would you?
Or drink them before you go in the dark room.
All I know is that, Mr. Fun, we are this close to sharing secrets here. So you
gotta go. Thank you for listening to talk about.
Again, Mr. Fun has run naked in front of a new movie theater manager.
Thank you so much for listening this week to talk about.
Let's be careful.
Lucky and Mr. Fun. We hope you've enjoyed the witty repartee of your 3 hosts, and we look forward to talking to you again next week.
He has never spoken more clearly than that.
And remember,
HPV, baby.
And remember, we never say goodbye.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.